And we're recording. Perfect. So, I made a PowerPoint today, and today is all about, I just watched this call and it kind of just inspired me, but it's called An Apple a Day. Um, I'll get to that at the bottom. You'll see why it's called that, but it's pretty I don't know, it just was totally resonated with me. So I'm going to share my screen. And then we're going to press present. Almost a bad boy. We're going to start off with just a little bit of recognition for our leaderboard. So far in September, we have 5 days left, which doesn't mean it's time to give up. You can still hit Success Club. So Morgan's at 14 this month, leading us, and then I'm at 12. This just got updated because Cole's at 4 and Nick just hit 6. Wow, Nick, great job, JK. Megan's at 2, and she's also signed 2 coaches going Emerald this week. Super exciting news. More to come on that on Thursday. Amber is at 2 and Jenna's at 2. So we're all making moves. We can still hit this. We can talk more on that at the end of the call if we have some time about just ways we can hit Success Club in September still, not give up and not just focus on October. We can still hit it this month. So we're going to start this call. It's called An Apple a Day. I just want to start off with saying what you do right now in your business is, and who you're inviting, who you're talking to, is setting you up to have a really successful new year. Because sometimes the seeds that you plant now may take 3 months for these people to totally convert and totally become a coach, challenger, whatever it is. But what you're doing now is going to be helping you in going into the new year. So first, so I want this just to kind of resonate. So what you're doing, this is kind of harsh, kind of to the point and blunt, but if you were doing what you're doing right now, how much would you expect your business or boss to be paying you? I think some of us are getting really frustrated and giving up on ourselves with we're just sending out maybe 5 invites or talking to some friends and family and they're saying no, but we're expecting to be making as much as I have been after been doing this for a year. And it's just don't get set in those ways. Think about maybe if I'm working an hour a day, I should be making $100 a week. Think in that mindset instead of the big picture. Think how many hours you're working a day and how much you expect to make that week based on how much you're actually working and actually inviting and following up. So that brings us to business hours. If you woke up at 5 a.m. to get work done, do you think you would just be scrolling your newsfeed? Because when I do my power hours early in the morning before my workout when I'm drinking my Energize, I'm very intentional. I'll do these power hours with other people or I'll do it myself, but I'm following my 50 people and then I'm starting to do my invites. I just found out this new app. It's called, Asana, Asana. And this is a really good way that we can track what we're actually doing because things get lost in our Instagram every single day with how many messages, if you're sending those 50 invites a day like we should be, if we're expecting to actually grow, things are going to get lost. So if we're constantly writing down just the people that reply to our invites, because that way then those are the people that actually are interested and are planting seeds and we're not wasting time sending someone a message that's just not replying. Those people can get messages maybe once a month. But those people that are replying, we want to put down on this app or on paper, whatever is good for you. And then following up 4 to 5 days later. If you're sending them that price and they haven't replied, send them back a message within 3 to 4 or 5 days, whatever works for your business. But if I sent a message on Monday, I'm looking to kind of track back in on Thursday to see where they're at. Especially towards the end of the month, I may be more day to day, okay, what can I help you with? What questions do you still have? A little more pushy because I'm trying to hit a deadline and I know my challenge group starts on the 1st and we don't want people coming in late. And when we're working intentional and getting to work at 5 a.m., if that's what it takes for you to get that hour a day, we're going to be getting so much farther in our business because maybe you set up that hour, you do your invites, your follow-ups, and then you post on Instagram, and you get that all done in an hour. It only takes 52 minutes on average to get everything done. And then once you get those done, then if you have time in the afternoon or later in the day to like reply to people, that's bonus time. But we don't want to overdo it to where we get ourselves stressed out and be like, this is too much for me. Like, I can't do this Instagram, like social media is too much. And we shut down and we back out of the business before something actually happens. So don't stress yourself out. An hour a day is plenty if you're spending your time right and intentionally growing your business. A good way to do this is setting a timer on your phone or on your watch or whatever to actually like time yourself. Like, okay, maybe I need 20 minutes for invites. So just do 20 minutes at a time. Then I'll do my follow-ups with people I've talked to, depending on what day I message them, and then finish with like your post or planning your post for the week. And then I see a lot of people that are perfectionists, and I know I am too. Like, I don't want to post crappy content on my page. Like, I don't want those blurry photos. And sometimes it's like, I posted one the other day with all my roommates, and like, yeah, it's hard to get a good photo where there's bad lighting and you're like trying to take a selfie, but it was a really important moment for me. So it's like, yeah, quality time, but not a quality photo kind of thing. But trying to like, don't overdo it. Don't stress yourself out about it. Set that hour. Be intentional in that hour, and anything else you get that day is a bonus. Bringing on to planning ahead. So if we don't plan ahead, you're planning to fail. And we say that when we're meal prepping too. Like, if you're not meal prepping, you're planning to fail in the week by like grabbing something that you don't usually eat, or like going to fast food because you haven't meal prepped. This has to do with your business as long as being a challenge, as well as being a challenger. So Monday through Friday, a lot of us are super, super busy. We're all going to school. We all have jobs, whatever's going on. So this is like where we can give like minimal effort, but we're doing that full hour of work every single day, 1 full hour that you can commit to this. And you don't have to spend 2 to 3 hours to make a business that you're hitting Success Club in. It can be an hour. So be minimal during the week, and then on the weekends, give a little more to your business. You'll have a little extra time in the mornings. Maybe you're still laying in bed, but maybe you're listening to a call and being a student. Maybe you're listening to top coach Melanie Nitro, as I'll talk about in a little bit later, but having like listening and being a student on the weekends and planning ahead for the week. So like, I plan my challenge groups ahead. So I have all my posts planned out Monday through Friday, because sometimes I don't have time to check in at 7 a.m. when I'm running to class at 8. Like, maybe I just have time to get my check-in in with my, doing my posts on that and like getting my workout in, but I don't have time to do all my posts for the whole week during the week. I just do it on the weekend, and it works perfectly for me. Sorry, I'm like still kind of have that cold. But something I heard today too is there's an app actually for Instagram. It's called Plann, Plann, and you can plan out your posts. And there's like free version and there's like some other versions, but you can plan out your posts for the entire week, and then you just press post when you wanted to on Instagram. So you can like, maybe you're having like a great flow on Sunday and you're like, I have all these great ideas of posts I want to plan this week. And sometimes like you're not creative during the moment. So if you're like having not like a writer's block, what's the opposite of that? I don't know, everything's just flowing. You can plan those on Sunday and have all your posts made so that it's super easy during the week, because we all have time on Sunday to get a little bit more into our business, but we don't always have that guaranteed time during the week. Check out that app, or like that thing. It's called Plann. I still have to look into it more, but I have a lot of time at the airport tomorrow because I'm heading to Alaska, so I'm definitely going to check that out because I want October to be killer. But I have a lot going on with senior night and everything I already know, so I have like set dates I want to get stuff done. Also, I'm working on my monthly attack. So I'm using my planner already. I know October, it's either the 6th or the 8th, I'm running a coach sneak peek. So if you want in on that, let me know. I can get you guys in to help me, to talk on the call, to get your prospects in. But I have my challenge group starting the 1st, that coach sneak peek then. Maybe I'm going to do another coach mentorship group later in that month. But stuff like that, like I'm planning ahead now, because if I don't plan, I'm planning to fail. So I have my boot camp set up, sneak peek group. I'm going to try and run a free group, no promises on that just because holidays are coming up and stuff. But if you guys aren't having challengers that want to get all in to start, run a free group. Find someone on this call, message them after the call on Facebook, and run a free group with them. It's so much easier to do with 2 people than 1, and 2 brains are always greater than 1. So meet someone new, message someone, let's start planning some free groups. If you need help finding people, message me and I can get you set up with someone that's kind of like you. But since we're all on this team, like, we all share a lot in common. And then also on that is like when you'll advertise. So like, since my October boot camp starts on the 1st, I have all those people have ordered with Success Club points for me in September. So I have to plan a group maybe at the end of October or start in November that they're going to be purchasing in October. So I'll be able to get those Success Club points. Let's bring it to the next slide. Sorry, I need a quick drink of water. Okay. Consistency is not complacency. So I always talk about consistency in your business, constantly showing up, being consistent on Instagram stories. But this doesn't mean that you're not freshening things up. Because if I did the exact same post, the exact same challenge group month after month, my heart wouldn't be in it and I wouldn't constantly want to do this business. I'd be bored and I just wouldn't be into it. So listen to podcasts, YouTube videos by top coaches, be a student that wants to learn what's working. So like Melanie Mitro has been the top coach for the past 4 years. If you're in Diesel Nation, the Olympics, she is the first coach that's talking on Monday. But she's brilliant, guys. Like, if she was able to do this for the past 4 years with, like, Instagram starting to come up, like, Instagram wasn't even a thing when she first started this business, and she's been able to, like, master it for the past 4 years. So, like, learning from these people. There's a girl named Ashley Feldstein who's, like, she's 24, so she's more around our age because Melanie's a mom. But people there's, like, Mandy Kai, who's, like, in our age. She just graduated college, and she's making, like, 6 figures, on track to be in the Millionaire Club. Like, people like this, things are working in their business, and if you're not learning from them, like, you're kind of planning to, like, be in the same spot you're at right now, and that's insanity. But you don't have to you don't have to reinnovate the wheel. Like, you don't have to think outside the box. You can use these ideas that are working for other people to work in your own business. So like, you're not stealing from them. Like, every coach is out there to help us. Like, we do not have to not like use other people's ideas. Like, that's why like everything works for someone can work for you and your business, and people share. That's why we have the Beachbody Champions page each week. They have a top coach talk, and like, they're sharing their ideas because maybe something will resonate with you and something you can take in your business and crush your business. Because we all have different people in our lives. Like, we all went to different high schools. A lot of us did, some of us in the same community, but we know different people. We're at different colleges. Like, I don't think most people aren't in the same college. So finding those different people. And then from Rachel Hollis, if you guys have heard the book, Girl Wash Your Face, it's an amazing personal development book or audio. I've listened to the audio. But if you're like kind of stuck and you're just like kind of in a spot where you're like, I'm just like not growing, she says if you're not growing, you're dying. So find something that's going to help you grow in your business and not stay at the exact same spot, because who wants to be at this spot in October of next year? Like, no one. You want to be making that 500, 800 a month with this business. And so we're always growing, changing, and that's keeping your heart still in it, and it prevents boredom and growth out of this business. Like, because I started a year ago October, like, that just blows my mind. And I just like never expected me to be where I am now, because I couldn't even talk on my Instagram stories for the longest time. I was terrified. And then my business blew up, and it like is trickled down to like I have over 30 coaches in my organization. Like, it's just crazy once you step out of your comfort zone. And listen to perspective. So stop comparing yourself to anyone else. I was comparing myself to this coach called Kate Morgan. She signed as a coach in December of 2017, and now she's an 8-star qualifying coach. Like, guys, she's making 6 figures, and she started like after me. So what was I doing that she wasn't, like, that she's not doing? You're like, what was I doing that wasn't getting me to where she was going? Like, she blew up her business, and she's talking on national wake up calls. She's talking at New Leaders Conference, like things like that, where I'm like, wait, I started at the exact same time. But you can't compare yourself, because we're all so different. And like, just think like the universe has a divine time for you, or whatever you believe in has a divine time for something in your life to explode. And that timing is different for everyone. Just think of like being better than you are yesterday. So think like maybe if your nutrition was off, like that's not going to kill you tomorrow. Just be better than you were yesterday. Don't eat all that cookie dough, Maddie, because it didn't make you feel good today, okay? Things like that. Just be better than you were yesterday. It can be in your fitness journey or it can be in your coaching business. If you forgot to send out those invites, this might be on my next slide. Yeah, oops. But progress, not perfection, which is similar to what I was just saying. But like one cheat meal will not break you. One day of not inviting will not kill your business. But if you don't choose to make a decision to be better the next day, it's going to be a trickle-down effect that you're like, oh, well, this business doesn't work. These fitness programs don't work. But it's also kind of like, are you actually putting in the work that you're expecting? Like I said when I started the call about being like, is your boss going to pay you what you think like you expect if you're not doing the work, if you're not showing up to work? Do you think he's going to still keep you on salary? Like, do you think he's going to keep you on this business? So just like take a reflection, take a moment. It's going towards the end of September. We have 3 months left in the year. And like reflect on like what you think you kind of need to work on in October, and we can set up calls and we can do one-on-one calls even if you've been on a coach since April. No matter where you are in your business, if you need to start again, because it doesn't matter as long as you are progressing in a way that's going to benefit you. And then this is where the like whole, apple thing comes in. So if you were to eat 365 apples today, like you would not have an entire year of health just because you ate all those apples in one day. It takes one apple a day to be that healthy self. Like one apple a day keeps the doctor away, but like 1 hour of work can put your business in a completely different perspective, a different place in 3 months than if you were to kind of do 1 hour a week. Like I think a lot of our coaches are kind of doing right now. Like I think maybe we're saying we're inviting people and we're following people, but like intentionally going out for an hour every single morning along with your 30-minute workout. So an hour and a half a day of working on yourself and growing your business could put you so much farther. That's the end of my PowerPoint. So I'm just going to come look at you beauties because I never can see you guys when I have my slides up. But what I was like, just a few other key points I kind of wrote is that like, one of the worst things I feel like about this business is people give up on themselves way too fast, like way too fast, because you're worried about what you did yesterday. Like you didn't sign a coach yesterday, or you didn't sell a challenge pack yesterday, or you didn't hit Success Club in September. So like maybe this business doesn't work, or it's not for you, or maybe some person lost 12 pounds on one program and you only lost 5. You can't compare yourself and you can't give up on yourself. Like you got to stay in it for the long haul. Like when I first started this, I didn't sell a challenge pack. I say this all the time for 3 months. And it wasn't even it was my own mom that it took me 3 months to sell a challenge pack to. So don't get frustrated when you're having a lot of people turn you down for the price in the first go around, because say you get 50 no's in one day, that's just 50 more follow-ups you have for that next month. And maybe 3 months from now in the new year, 10 of those people say yes, and you're at Success Club 20. Like just think about what the seeds you're planting now that will come in January. And then, so like stop sulking in what you haven't done and think of all the amazing things you have done for your own self, like your own business, like starting on your own health journey, helping other people. Even like when we're talking about on our posts or like on our stories, like people are watching, even if they're like seem like they're uninterested, they're bettering themselves because you're showing up every single day. And then also I was just a few things that I was like picking up on different calls. A lot of people have been asking about like once you give the price to someone and they don't reply, how long do you kind of go until you like follow up again? Some people say like they wait a month or they'll add them to a free group. So like what I was talking about, like meeting up with someone and running a free group. But if you just add them to that free group and they kind of feel involved in something, and then they're like, it kind of trickles down into your business once they see that you're showing up every single day and they don't have to have a program or Shakeology, but they're not getting the results they really want. They'll sometimes convert into those challenge packs and actually wanting to make a difference. So those free groups are super important. And then also something I think I need to work on too is talking to your friends, if you're a significant other, whoever you're living with too, like, because I do this, like, my roommates will pop in here and be like, Maddie, what are you doing? Like, get out of your room. But I need to loop into other people and kind of, like, set my business hours more strict, because sometimes I'll just get carried away and I'll spend 8 hours and not actually like spend quality time with the people I live with, and that's ruining friendships, like that's ruining, like, sometimes like with significant others, like when I know I'm going to be with Nick Thanksgiving, like I'm going to be very minimal on my phone because I haven't seen that dude in fucking 6 months. Like I have to set my business hours and be very intentional in November come that time, Thanksgiving, because I know I'll have that week where I'm not going to be very into my business and sending those invites every day because I'm going to be with Nick and things like that. And like when I live with him, like I know I'm going to have to set those times, because when we're gone throughout the day, we don't see each other. And at night, if I'm just sitting on my phone, so try and set those business hours. Morning seems to work best for a lot of people. If you're getting up early, getting those things done, because like I said, like you're getting yourself up at 5 a.m. to work your business for an hour till 6, and then you work out 6 to 6:30, then you shower and get ready for work. But like you're so less likely to start scrolling your free feed and like liking different comments and like, like that kind of thing, which we all get like when we're in bed at night on our phones. That's usually what happens. I mean, that happens with me all the time. I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, okay, I said I was going to go at 10:30 and now it's 11. I just scrolled my news feed. But that's all I had on the apple a day. So I'm going to open it up to some questions because we have some time left. If you guys have anything, you unmute yourself. Anything? No? Let's see. Let's get you guys talking. So, does anyone have a plan in the next 5 days of ways that you can hit Success Club? Are we struggling on inviting or finding ways to get people to like fully bite in? What if we ran a team flash sale, which I know that one of our other coaches were talking about, run a flash sale for September, or maybe we can plan that for October. Anyone?
I think that'd probably be better for like more October, unless like someone's like, hey, like I have someone that I have so close that I could get reeled in just because it's so close to the end of the month. That maybe someone like does have someone who would like bite on that bait, to like reel them in for like to get Success Club. But I had like a few people that I was like that were reaching out to me that were like, oh my gosh, like, hey, like this whole Lift 4 thing, like this sounds like it's a good deal. And I'm like, dude, it totally is. Like you should try it. And so like we're talking about it, and then they're like talking about like pricing and stuff, and they're like, yeah, it just doesn't fit in my budget. And I'm like, well, here's like a free trial, like you can try it, and then it just kind of goes dead there. And so it's like a matter of like, I don't want to be too annoying and checking up all the time, but it's like I also don't want to lose that person either.
Yeah. Have they signed up with a free trial at all yet?
One of the girls I have, she was like so close to like buying it, but she was like, I don't know if I like am the type of person who can stay committed. And I'm like, dude, totally, like commitment's hard, especially with something that you're not used to, like working out in at home, especially like your bed's there, like how easy would it be to get into your bed kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she said that she would try the free trial when she's not sick.
Okay. So maybe that's something we can plan for October. I can talk really quickly about what a flash sale is. So we ran one in our Tenaciously Fierce group before, and I hit Success Club 24 that month. So like it works, guys. These things are awesome. But what it really is like I ended up just Venmoing people. So like if you bought a challenge pack for like 160, it was kind of based on whatever challenge pack you bought. But if people bought the challenge pack for 160, I Venmoed them because you're supposed to give them Amazon gift cards. But I was like, I rather just like our people our age rather just have Venmo because it's direct, like cash into your account, money back on what you just ordered. So it was either 10 or 15. So you're getting money back, and then whoever ordered, like we would all put into like a larger gift card. So like since we had so many in the other group, we were able to like, I think we all paid like $6, and then we were able to give away $100 gift card. But like maybe if we didn't have that many, we could do like a $50 gift card to keep our costs down, so we're not like wasting all our money. But it's a really good way to like hit Success Club easy, because people are like, okay, I'm getting a deal on this. And I didn't have anyone return it, which that could be an issue too. If like someone like you gave them the money back and then they like ended up like getting the refund for their order or something, that would be very crappy, like not nice. But I didn't have that issue. I had a lot of people like, and then I had actually someone who was like, oh crap, like I totally missed the sale. Is there any way I can still order? And like I still honored it just because like I knew she wanted it and it wasn't like more point, like towards my thing and someone else I can help for that month. But you like, we'll post like, it would be like 1 day sale. Sorry, I don't know. This came up with like our meeting. We have like 10 minutes left. But it's like a 1 day sale, like say on a Friday, and they have from like 7 a.m. till midnight to put their orders in. And then like, so it's all things that count as Success Club points. So there's like the beach bars if you bought in the 3-pack, any like of the challenge packs, and then what am I missing? Daily Sunshine and Performance line, like the performance stack. And then also like maybe if we're trying to like recruit that month or something for October, that could be our goal to like get everyone to Emerald, because that's 2 coaches. We could do something instead of just like the challenge pack. Like if you sign as a coach while you do it, like we could give them an added bonus or something like that. Because I am missing one more coach in Nick's account to get diamond on Thursday, so I'm thinking I'm going to do something like that. Like the next person that converts to coach gets a free tub of Energize or something like that, to get people like more riled up, because people love free shit, let's be honest. Like, like that works for everyone. So I don't know, something like that we could run in October.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Yeah,
just because like it's coming to the end.
Yeah, and I'm leaving for Alaska, so it's gonna be tough to run this month.
No, totally. Don't want to
unless you like know those people would commit. I know they're gonna run one on Friday with Tenaciously Fierce. If you guys want in, let me know. I can get you guys into it. But otherwise, we can just run our own come October, which I think would be a good plan.
Yeah.
Also, like if it'd be helpful to you guys, like when I master out what I'm doing in October for like my like sneak peek group, challenge group, all that, like if I post that calendar, would that be like helpful to you guys, like see how I'm planning out my month?
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Okay, because like my goal each month is to like hit Success Club 10 by the 10th, because sometimes when you're like waiting till the end of the month, like right now it's like it's super stressful. You're like, I don't have anything, like what am I supposed to be at? And like you're kind of feel like you're begging and you're like bugging people. If you like set those seeds at the beginning of the month, when a lot of people get paid on the 1st, then you're like planting seeds, so like by the next month they'll be able to save that paycheck and be ready by the next paycheck, instead of like waiting till the end when they're like, oh, I'm about to get this paycheck but I have all these things to pay for. Next time they'll be like, okay, I can save this paycheck, get paid, and be able to purchase that. Yeah,
that's good.
Anything else? Well, thanks, guys. I'm super excited. I'm going to post this on YouTube and then tag it on our team page for everyone to hear. But start getting intentional about October, because we have 3 months left, and there's like holidays is so stressful for everyone, like with like Thanksgiving and Halloween and Christmas and everything, like, and it gets hard with money too. A lot of people are like, if they start thinking about Christmas gifts and all that, so try and like stay on top of the ball and plant those seeds so we can just kill the rest of this year.
Cool.
All right. Love y'all. Thank you.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.